Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today is the Game Week 17 preview, but sadly there is no Game Week 16 review, because Game Week 16 hasn't finished yet, and I thought I'd do the video now, because I've got a busy next few days, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get on with the video, and here are some good options for the upcoming Game Week. And the first one is Martinelli. So Martinelli obviously plays for Arsenal, and he's in the thumbnail. They've got Newcastle away, and Martinelli got taken off after 65 minutes the other game. So I'm thinking maybe he's resting him for the Newcastle game. I know he's just come back from a long injury, so he's not going to play a full 90. And might not even play much against Newcastle. But he's looked one of Arsenal's brightest players recently. Constant threat, trying to get them back into form and get goals and get them up the table. So he could be a good option for the upcoming game week. The next option is Anwar El Ghazi. So he's only owned by 2.6% of the game, and he's 5.8 million. So both of those are lower than Grealish, because Grealish is owned by about 40% of the game and cost about 7.5 mil. And also, he's got 5 goals in his last 5 games, and he's on penalties, so he's arguably in better goal scoring form than Grealish. So, and he'd be a differential option for your team. Yes, they've got Man United next, Man United away, although Man United are arguably better away than they are at home. But Villa have played well recently and could pick up some points there, and El Ghazi could get a goal, so he could be a good option for the upcoming game week. And another potential option for you is Pedro Neto. So Wolves have got Brighton away next, and Brighton, they have looked a bit weak at the back recently, so Pedro Neto could get a goal or assist there. He's owned by 14% of the game and costs 5.9 million. So he is a cheap player, so if he doesn't always return, it's not too bad. And 14% of the game, he used to be a lot lower at him, but a lot of people are realising how good he is. And when you watch him for Wolves, and I've watched a bit of Wolves recently, he always looks a constant threat, and probably their best player at the moment. So with Brighton away, he could be a good option for the upcoming game week. And his Wolves teammate, Daniel Pedence. So Pedence, similar to Neto, he's looked good recently. He's one of their Wolves' best players recently as well. And he is only owned by 5.2% of the game and costs 5.5 million. So even cheaper than Neto, and even lower owned than Neto. Yes, he hasn't scored too many goals or contributed that well recently, but with Brighton away, and Brighton haven't looked that good recently, so he could profit from that and could get a goal or assist. And also, he was benched last game and it only ended up playing 35 minutes, so he looks like he is 100% going to start for the upcoming game and could be a good option for your team for the upcoming game week. And yes, I did say last week, and yes, he didn't play because he had a bit of an injury, so he couldn't really play. But James Maddison, he's owned by 6.5% of the game, costs 7.2 million, Newcastle away. And if he's back from injury, because I think it's only a little injury, he could profit from that, as Newcastle haven't done that great about recently. And if Vardy plays as well, could be feeding balls through to Vardy, linking out of him, scoring goals, creating stuff. So he could be a good option for the upcoming game week. And another option is Ben Mee. Yes, Ben Mee. You might think a Burnley defender. Well, Burnley keep quite a few clean sheets, to be fair, and he is only 0.6% owned by the game, 4.9 million. Scored in his last game. Yes, it was a rare goal. But they've got Fulham next. And Fulham, yeah, they can score goals, but they're not exactly the most potent team going forward. And maybe Burnley could keep them out. So he could be a good differential option for the upcoming game week. Remember though, guys, that players could get rested and rotated with the busy fixture schedule. So none of these players here might necessarily play. So take that in mind before you bring them in, as it is a risk. But if you do, and they score, or contribute, or do anything, and it pays off, it's all good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one.